Hi everyone, this is Makeup Look, and today I am doing this video on a new HD camera, which I'm really happy about because I hope you will find that my videos have a better quality from now on. And I'm really hoping by the time that I edit this video and upload it onto YouTube that it still has the same good quality, so keeping my fingers crossed there. Today I'm doing a tutorial that is inspired by Kristen Stewart's makeup in the movie Runaways, and I saw a YouTube video just a few days ago where the makeup artist on that movie showed how she did the makeup on Kristen Stewart, and I thought that was really great makeup. And yesterday I did makeup on two models for a photo shoot, and on one of the models I used this makeup as an inspiration. I changed it up a little bit, made it a bit darker and more defined, and I liked it so much, so I thought that is what I want to do for today's tutorial. So I hope you like this one. I'm starting off by applying foundation, and I'm using Chanel Vitalumiere, and I'm using two colors. I'm using 10 and I'm using 30 because I'm somewhere in between in colors, and I'm going to apply that with a Louisiana foundation brush. I'm then moving on to concealer, and I'm using firstly MAC Select Cover Up concealer in the color NW25, and I'm applying that with a MAC 224 brush, and I just put a little bit on the back of my hand, and I'm using this under my eyes, just softly blending it in. I'm also using from MAC the Studio Finish Concealer in the color NW25 for just to cover up a little bit of darkness that I still got on my eyes and for any blemishes I've got. And I'm firstly applying it with a stiff concealer brush and then blending it in with the MAC 224. Then I'll put a bit of primer on my eyelids, and I'm using Urban Decay Primer Potion in the color Original. I'm just using a very small amount of this, that's all you really need. And for eyeshadow, I will use my 88 original palette from Coastal Scents, and I just bought this. I bought the original one and the shimmer palette, and these come as a combination set. These actually surprised me because I usually don't buy these palettes with a lot of eyeshadows in it because the quality of the eyeshadows are usually not that good. But I did a lot of research before, and I found that a lot of makeup artists actually did like these colors, and so I went ahead and bought them. They are about $20 each, and I bought them as a combination set, and then this set was about $35, which I thought was really cheap because you get 176 colors, which is really great. And I haven't tried them all out yet, but I have tried quite a few of them out, and most of them are really great, and the color payoff is really good, so I'm quite impressed. But I'm going to use the original palette, and these are all the gorgeous colors that come in the palette. I think they're amazing, actually. And the shimmer palette is very similar to the colors, except all the colors in here are shimmery, and the one in the original palette have most mattes and some that have a tiny bit of shimmer in it. So this one is actually my favorite so far. I'm going to be using matte colors only in this tutorial, and I am choosing a medium warm brown color from the palette, and if you can see, this is the one that I'm going for here. And I will apply it with the MAC 217 brush. And I am applying this all over the eyelid and just up to the socket line. And I'm going slightly higher up here in the outer corner. Just buffing the color all over the lid. And then I take a black eye pencil. This is from Makeup Store in the color Black Matte. And I'm going to be working this roughly on the upper lash line as well as on the lower lash line. I'm also going to take this on the waterline down here. And on the upper line as well. It doesn't have to be neat because we're going to smudge it in anyway. And then I'm taking a MAC 239 brush, which is a kind of flat but pointy brush, and I'm going to use this to smudge this in. Both on the bottom line and the top line. Then I'm going back to my palette and I'm choosing a much darker brown color, also matte. And I'm using this one almost at the bottom here. It's a very dark chocolatey brown color. And I'm taking another MAC 217 and I'm going to be working this into the socket. And I'm working this color into the socket gently and starting from the outer corner so that I make sure that I get most of the color out here. And then blending the top edge slightly. And same thing on the other eye. Then going back to the MAC 239 brush, which I used to smudge the eye pencil, I take the same dark brown color just on the tip, and I'm going to apply this underneath the eye, just patting along the black liner. Slightly on top and slightly further down. Just to bring out an extra dimension of this smokiness. Now I'm curling my lashes and then I'll apply mascara. And since this is a really smoky look, of course, I need my Makeup Forever Smoky Lash Mascara. This is the Aqua version. Apply a generous coat of mascara, or 2 coats if you like. Then I'm choosing a quite neutral eyeshadow color, which is close to my own skin tone, and I'm using still the original 88 palette, and I'm using this one here on just any brush. This is a MAC 239 brush, and I'm just gently sweeping this under the brow bone just to give it a little bit of highlighting, but also soften the edges of the dark brown color that we put there. And this is again a matte color. Then moving on to brows, and I have a new favorite brow color from this palette, and I usually use Espresso by MAC, but this color is even better for me. It's the brown color down here. And now it's time to powder the face, and I'm using Chanel Powder Universelle and the color 50, and I'm putting it on with the MAC 129 brush. And on the cheeks I'm applying a blush from Illamasqua called Lover, and this is a very pretty peach color, which I really love, and I am applying this with a MAC 109 brush, and I'm applying it to the apples of my cheeks, and I want quite a lot of it because I think it goes really well with this look. So just on the apples of the cheek and brush it gently backwards, and then soften it in with the powder brush again. On the lips I'm choosing a lip liner from Maybelline, and this is called Color Sensational, and the color is Velvet Beige 630. And I'm just lining my lips like this, softly, softly, don't want a harsh line. And then I'm using a lipstick from Nivea. This is the color Metallic Rose 54. And I am using a lip brush from Louise Young. And apply it to my lips. And I'm finishing off the lips and the look with a lip gloss from Lancome. This is one of their Juicy Tubes, and I have forgotten the name of it right now. But I will look it up and I will put it in the description box below here. And this is my finished look, a smoky eye inspired by Kristen Stewart in Runaways, and I really hope you like it. Have a nice day everyone, bye!